Hi guys, today I thought we could go ahead and look at a few examples of using operations on functions. Here we've been given two functions, f of x equals x squared plus 1 and g of x equals 3x plus 5. They would like us to calculate f plus g of 1. So what we need to calculate here is, first let us find f plus g of x. That's asking me to take these two functions and to add them together. So I have x squared plus 1 plus 3x plus 5. Now I need to combine my like terms. The only two like terms I've got here is I do have two constant values. So we end up getting this as x squared, and traditionally we always keep the constant values at the end, so x squared plus 3x, and then 1 plus 5 gives me 6. So this is f plus g of x. And now it's asking me plug in the value 1. Anytime you've seen this number in here, that's just saying plug that in for x in this equation. So let's go ahead and evaluate f plus g of 1. Well, for x squared, I'm going to plug in a 1. So 1 squared plus 3 times 1 plus 5. Okay, 1 squared, that's 1 times 1. I'm going to get 1 there. 3 times 1 is 3. And then we just bring down our plus 5. And totaling that up, we get our value of 9. So f plus g of 1 in this case is just equal to the value 9. Now let's do one where we're subtracting. Here we've got f of x is x squared plus 1, g of x is 3x plus 5, and we want to calculate f minus g of negative 3. So let's go ahead first and find f minus g of x. I can go ahead and write my first function f just as x squared plus 1, but I'm subtracting this entire second function 3x plus 5. So I'm going to need to be careful because I need to distribute this negative to both terms, and that's going to change the sign of them. So I've got x squared plus 1 still, but this becomes minus 3x and minus 5 because I'm subtracting both of those terms. Again, I've really only got two similar terms that are constants. So let's go ahead and do some cleanup here. I'll bring down my x squared and my minus 3x, but now I need to combine 1 and negative 5. Adding those, I get minus 4. So here is my value, right? This is f minus g of x. And now I want to plug in negative 3 into this value, or into this function, excuse me. F minus g of 3. So anywhere there's an x, I'm going to plug in 3. I've got 3 and I'm going to square it. Minus 3 times 3. And then we still have a minus 4. Right, so I've just plugged in 3 for x. 3 times 3 is 9. 3 times 3 again is 9, right? But that's a minus 9 because I've got a negative. And then minus 4. So 9 minus 9 would give me 0, and then minus another 4. I've got a value of negative 4 for f minus g of 3. Okay, here we've got an example of a multiplication. I want to take the function f and multiply it by the function g. And these both have two terms, so I am going to have to FOIL. I need to multiply the first pair, the outside pair, the inside pair, and the last pair. So to calculate f times g of x, I need to multiply x squared plus 1 times 3x plus 5. And now I'm going to do my FOILing. I need to take these first two values and multiply them. X squared times x, or times 3x. If you recall, when we multiply two x's together like this has an exponent of 1, and we add their exponents. So this multiplied would give me 3x cubed for my first pair. Now for this outside pair, I have 5 and I have x squared. So I'm just going to have 5 as my coefficient on that x squared term. Now let's multiply these inside two terms. 1 times 3x. Well, that's not too bad, right? We just get 3x there. And now finally our last pair. 1 times 5. And I've got 5. Now we need to do a little cleanup, right? Because we've got some, oh, actually, look, we have a cube, a square, linear term, and a constant term. So we do not actually need to do anything. Our function's ready to go. This is my f of g of x. Now let's go ahead and calculate f times g of 5, meaning let's plug in 5 everywhere we have an x. 3 times 5 cubed plus 5 times 5 squared plus 3 times 5 plus 5. I'm going to use my calculator to calculate this value. So let's go ahead and see if we can take a look. Okay, so I need to put in 3, and then I can put in my parentheses 5, and then to get my exponent I need to use my cube key, and I'll go ahead and close that. Oh, excuse me, let me go ahead and just calculate this so it looks like what we've got here on the page. I'll put that 5 in parentheses, and then I'll raise my exponent key to put in that 3. Making sure to arrow down so I'm not in my exponent anymore. Plus 5 times 5 squared plus 3 times 5 plus 5. And I get that the function value there is 520. Okay, we have one more example here, and it's asking us to calculate f divided by g of 0, where f of x is x squared plus 1, and g of x is 3x plus 5. So if I wanted to find f divided by g of x, I would just have x squared plus 1 over 3x plus 5, right? That would be the division. A fraction bar is the same as a division, right? So let's now go ahead and calculate f divided by g of 0. Plugging in anywhere I have a 0 or an x, I'm going to plug in 0. So 0 squared plus 1 over 3 times 0 plus 5. Well, these are both just 0, right? 0 squared is 0, 3 times 0 is 0. So I am left with 1/5 as an answer. Please, in our course, leave your solutions as fractions. They are the most accurate way for us to give solutions. That's it for this set of examples. I will see you guys later. Bye.